just talk about just grinding one out like that. I mean, obviously that was a motivated Alabama State team, but just to find a way and grind one out, how important is that for game one?
It was a good game for us, to kind of grind it out, go through a little bit of adversity, kind of get the wrinkles out of us. First game in about 5-6 days, so it's good to play a team like that to kind of get the wrinkles out.
Yeah, Miles must like Rupp Arena.
He does.
Those early threes. How important was it though to kind of get that flow going?
They're huge. Me and Miles are really close. I talk to him all the time, and he told me he loved the Rupp gyms, the Rupp Arena. He proved it once again, how good a shooter he is.
Yeah, and getting Johni going. What does that mean for this team to kind of get him going in that mid range again?
It means a lot. We've been looking for that version of Johni this whole year, or lately. He showed us in the beginning of the year and throughout the course of the year, but he kind of went through a little slump. But now he's back, obviously, and it just shows how good this team can be when he's going.
It's already been asked with Miles goes off for 7 threes after making 9 the first game in here. What is it about him that just when the lights come out at Rupp Arena, it just goes off?
He's a dog. When the lights get bright, he shows up. So
a lot of guys were saying in there maybe the energy wasn't quite there in the first half. Would you agree with that assessment?
For sure. Maybe the crowd wasn't as kind of empty gym a little bit. We respected our opponent, but probably not as much as we needed to. Alabama State's a good team. They came out and punched us in the mouth though, so we had to quickly turn it around and find some energy somewhere.
After they cut it to 1 in the first half, they missed those 2 free throws. You come down, have the and one. Miles has the big 3. Did you feel like that's where the game kind of turned for you guys?
For sure. Came out in media and something had to change. I had to change myself. I wasn't playing good basketball at all. So had a little talk. I came out and won. Miles straight ball, get a couple of stops, and obviously that's what we took the game from.
What would you kind of attribute that run they had to? Like you even just said, you guys weren't at your best.
They're a good team. They're a feisty team. They already won a March Madness game, so they already got their first game out of the way, first game jitters, so they came prepared.
You got a chance to go to Sweet 16 Saturday. How fired up are you and your teammates?
I'm fired up, and my team is fired up.
What do you know? Anything about Creighton? Obviously just played the game, but you know much about them at all yet?
They're a good team. They're well coached. They're gonna be prepared, but we're gonna go back to the film room, lock in from this game, focus on the Creighton game, and try to go to 2-16.